Hi, we are here with Bernard Meyer.
Hello.
Um,
Hi.
Hi. And he's the president of the World Backgammon Federation, the captain of Austrian team,
Yes.
and now this year they became the World Backgammon Team Championship. You're the champion this year,
Yes.
and you won against Italy
Yeah.
in the final.
Yes.
How was your? Do you have like highlights of the?
Well,
How was
somehow
the
for me
game?
the highlight was that in the preliminary group stage I was losing all matches, so I had 0 out of 4. And but my team was winning, and it was
Almost.
obvious that we have a very good team, a very harmonic team, a team where everyone is fighting till the end and not saying resigning because he thinks he has no more chance. So everybody was in a good mood, and then Fritz Ratting also said, some people say I'm not getting good ties, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is just anecdotic. In the next game, everything can be perfect, of course. And he said, we can't play without you. So I played the next 3 matches and won all 3. And all were, of course, decisive because it was so close, like with Italy.
Yeah.
4 matches, double match point, and winning 3-2. So this is very exciting, and I'm happy to play in the team. It was always my passion to be in the team and to be a strong team player. So that's makes me happy.
Yeah, we also I follow the Italian team,
Yeah.
and it was the final against you was very close
Yeah.
because it was a really high tension moment.
Yeah. It was
3-2
also,
at the end. Yeah,
Also my match with Rinaldo was
yeah.
quite exciting. Yeah. With some swings in the
Yeah.
middle.
And then the other big news is that in this tournament, for the first time, there is a woman world team champion for the first time.
Live, it was the first time.
Yeah.
I also established the online World Federation, and many ideas and visions we are able to test first in the online world, and when we had with the help of Joe Russell and Karen Davis and Women in Backgammon, this organization, when we hosted the first Women Individual World Championship, they said, we need more of this and we need it live. Also, Julia Haywards promoted this, and so we instantly said, okay, let's try it this year. And I'm very happy that we got 8 teams. It's for the first edition. This is really impressive because in Dubrovnik, when we had the first, at that time, European Team Championship, we were 7 teams, and it was very exciting, yeah? And it was a great event. And now this was also a great event, and I'm sure that in Greece next year we will have more than 12 teams, I think, because it's obviously a perfect. And when I was seeing, they had, I think, 7 matches in the group stage, and then semifinals and finals. So there was so much challenge and so much experience for them that I think the women in backgammon, they will get more and more, and they will get stronger and stronger very fast, because without this challenge, being the captain of a team, being the best player of a team, being the decisive match at the end, these are all experiences you need to get strong.
Yeah, I think also it's a way to invite women to play. Like it's enlarge the public. It's a way to make it.
I saw it also at my
popular.
daughter. One daughter was starting to play chess, and she was quite good. But when she went to the chess club, the atmosphere was not so convenient for her. So after 2 times, she said, "I have many other interests, and I prefer them." And in school, where I'm also training chess, there are 40 children playing, and there are so many girls, and they are playing now with the team in the Austrian Team Championship of schools, and they are so happy together. Yeah, you know, you need a bit of peer group like this, and then you improve very fast.
Yeah, if the environment is heterogeneous, it's always better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And so will be the board that will go to the USA team that won.
Well, that's nice, and they will really love it, I think. Yeah.
I think they will make a tournament to get it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what's I think is getting like the World Backgammon Federation. Like now there are 26 countries in this tournament is getting bigger and bigger. What's your goal for the next
years? We have about
years?
40 member nations already.
Yeah.
But of course, not every nation can travel that easy because it's quite expensive. Yeah, and there are in the monthly salary there are big differences from nation to nation. So it's a challenge to establish a team because. Still in backgammon, the national sports ministry or national structures are not supporting that. I mean, of course, in Russia it's accepted as sport, or in Bulgaria and Romania. So there are some countries, but most they have to pay everything themselves. And so we are happy that we have in these more expensive nations like 24 nations, and when it's in Balkan or other nations where the hotel and the traveling is cheaper, we hope always to have more than 30 nations at the moment. But generally, overall, I hope that USA will host the Team World Championship, because then Mexico, Peru, Brasilia and Argentina, Costa Rica, there are many, or Canada, and they will join, or maybe also Australia and New Zealand will join when it's in America. So I hope for many new nations when they host it, and the same when it will be hosted in Japan or some other Asian nation.
You had a meeting this morning with the World Backgammon Federation. What did you discuss?
Assembly. Well, it was a quite small meeting because we will have an extraordinary General Assembly in September, and the reason for this is that we have so many applications for the next events that we had to give more time, especially to Japan, because they are looking for a good sponsor to host this event, so that they can support us as much as possible, because the flights are so expensive that we could be limited to maybe 10 nations, but with a bit of support, I think this can be really a big event.
So it could go to Japan, maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's and, probably. What do you
well,
think?
next year it is in Greece. That is already, and then we have Japan and Dubai and Great Britain and even Iran wants to. These are the candidates, and USA. But we have a generally agreement that within 7 years it has to be one time in Asia and one time in America. It's a bit a relation to the number of member nations. So if America and Japan applies, we have to look that they get a spot till 2028, I think. Okay. So it's quite sensible and tricky, but it's nice to be like this, because sometimes we had also the situation that we had just one application. But of course this will be very democratic. Some nations will be not happy because, like Cyprus, they applied very often, but they never got the spot till now. But it's a democratic selection by all the full member nations by voting, and the best offers will get the place.
Nice. Okay, so we will see next.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are they? And what do you think is the next goal for as a president of the World Backgammon Federation?
The next goal is coming fast, because in August we have the first consultation doubles World Championship, and in these doubles 2 players play together and they discuss, they analyze the position, and usually when you are thinking, everything is in your mind. And so you can get emotional, you can get tired, but when you have to talk, you are very exact and precise what you are doing, and so generally, no matter with whom I'm playing, I think I'm playing one level stronger in these double consultations, and also when there are streams.
2 minds is better than 1. 1 plus 1
for
is
sure.
3.
And when it is streamed and commentated, you hear what the people are talking. So I think the amateurs and the spectators will get very much back, because usually you see them sitting and you think it's just a silly game and they are just moving checkers. But when you hear what they are thinking, how they are counting the pips, how they are considering the match score related to the checker play, you very fast get into the deepness of this game. And so
you get the overview.
I think so. This will be a very good advertisement for what we are doing, and mostly for this that we are heading to establish backgammon as a mind sport. I mean, it is a mind sport, but
the nation has to.
It is a question: how long does it need till everybody understands this? And the good chance is now I just got the message that the International Olympic Committee is preparing the first e-games, and they will be hosted in the Arabic Emirates, I think.
Yeah.
And as we are also playing backgammon as an e-game, and the International Esport Federation is integrating the mind sports, this is a very big step for us, also being accepted as a sport. So everything is going in a nice direction.
Yeah, also in Europe, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Mm. I mean, for example, in Austria, it is like this, that they see a difference between pure luck games, which is a monopoly of the casino, and games which are more skill than luck. And in Austria, backgammon is one of them. So it has quite a good status already, but not like I wanted.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bernard.
Thanks.
And we keep playing. What are you still playing?
I'm still playing, yeah. I'm in the second chance,
Second chance.
So I'm a bit defeated. What is also interesting, I want to tell, Wayne Joseph, our former General Secretary, made now a nice artificial intelligence application for the rules, because many work we are doing at the World Backgammon Federation is the background, and one is harmonizing the rules over the whole world. And he made now an application. You can ask with a problem when there was a mistake, and this artificial intelligence will answer with the right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Arda tested this, our attorney director, and he said it's very convenient.
Okay.
So that's a nice feature.
Tested.
Yeah, it's already tested.
And it will be spread soon.
I think it can be spread. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe it's still better, but it is. It is also showing how amazing these possibilities with artificial intelligence is. Yeah.
A lot of potential. But then also there is like everything that you cannot. There is always this part of luck that escapes the artificial intelligence in a way.
Yeah, sure.
This is also very fascinating. It's
fascinating, but I'm too old to fully accept it, because sometimes we make newsletters with federations, and then Melinda Kell from Australia, who prepares everything, tells me, now you have to write your blurb. And I like this word, and I see how nice she prepared it, and then I'm in a good mood, and I'm writing in my style, and it makes more fun than using artificial intelligence preparing everything for me.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.